Right, we are joined by Japicha, Mr. Opondo himself.
Yes.
Karibu sana.
Asante sana.
And also Steven Pulisic, Shitera, pia kwa ndani yake. Natai, the only one of us here who has a tie stamping his authority.
Imported tie.
Imported from the bridge.
Yeah, it's actually a gift from Britain.
Allah?
Yeah.
Hey.
I'll not tell you who brought it for me.
Yes.
But just know it's from Britain.
It is from Britain.
London.
London, UK.
Yes.
Hey, Yawa. What do you say? Karibu sana. What an eventful weekend in terms of sports, and I'm talking about all sports. We begin, of course, with yesterday, our marathon winners. Everybody was expecting Keitan, Ashinda, but still we cannot take away. In fact, I like CNN's headline where they said, rookie Jepkosgei steals it from Keitan. But still, Kenya did do us proud 1 and 2, and also Kamworor.
Hiyo jina inachanganya.
Jina inakaribiana na ile yenye pesa ilipotea kidogo. Lakini ya kupoteza hiyo. Let's take a look at the highlights of the New York Marathon, and then we shall begin.
Des Linden, you know, it's risk and reward sometimes as they're nearing the halfway mark of this race. Again on the women, where Des Linden, you know, it's risk and reward sometimes as they're nearing the halfway mark of this race. As she has now been caught by the defending champion, Mary Katane, Joyciline Jepkosgei.
You know, in the United States, a lot of people talk about the marathon that it's a 20-mile, as we talk about miles in America, to a 10K race. And I think if you've never run the marathon or you've never run in New York City, that last 10K really will call upon your fitness and your strength. But Mary's got to keep her composure here and allow herself to stay in it. Although at this point, I do believe this lead is growing.
Joyciline Jepkosgei will be the 2019 TCS New York City Marathon champion.
Yes, sir. There you have it there. As well as Jepkosgei won, alafu Geoffrey Kamworor. Sijui kama tuko na Geoffrey akikimbia. Tuko na yeye kweli? Geoffrey Kamworor. No?
Yes, we do.
That's the best sound an elite athlete can hear, is the gun. Finally, can go out and compete. What they love to do, what they've trained to do. Yeah, that's a big pack, which actually gives them a little bit of an advantage. You know, they can work together, they can trade leaders, can, you know, stay out of any wind that might be blowing, and you know, you get a lot of energy when you're in a pack like this.
Well, we've seen Kamworor do this on several occasions in half marathons in such impressive fashion, and he has put the pedal to the ground. Twice the world cross-country champion, 3 times the world champion in the half marathon. The legendary Eliud Kipchoge is waiting for him at the finish line along with their legendary coach Patrick Sang. As the crowd now on their feet and the smile is alive. A celebration to the finish line. Geoffrey Kamworor of Kenya is the 2019 TCS New York City Marathon champion.
Hugs there by the Ineos himself, Eliud Kipchoge. What do you guys think about that particular race? Of course, even post-match, alikuwa anasema he didn't think he would win, but he was spurred on. And racing, but there is a bit in Ngumu. It's all mental. But what do you guys think of it?
For me, the highlight was Kipchoge at the touchline, because this guy has been training with Kipchoge for all that time, and you need to also to remember that he's only 26 years. He's won the New York Marathon. Now this is the 2nd time. He's the record holder for half marathon, and he's also done cross-country championship. So I think he's going to be a good successor to Kipchoge, being that Kipchoge is also maybe having some few years to do the marathon, and so Kenya is in good hands with Kamworor. And another highlight is defending champion Disasa also pulling out. I thought that could be a better competition if they were together. So it was a good run. For Jepkosgei, I think it's the first New York Marathon that she's having, and she did a fantastic job pulling out, because she was saying that she was running her own race. So I think it's a good result for Kenya. 1-2 for both men and women. Yes.
Yes.
I think the best thing that ever happened to Kenya is athletics, because that is one sport that, and more so marathons, that is one sport that you can go to bed rest assured that you will wake up with a Kenyan winner. And I think it was just a confirmation that Kenya is ruling the world of marathons. And even the transitions that you are looking at are really good. These are the things that we really need to support. And I doubt if such a team would face a problem even having funding from the government, because these are people who are performing. They know what they need to do next. Very organized. And these are some of the things that we are talking of. Very accountable, because now after this, these are people you will see again in the marathons giving or flying the Kenyan flag high. So these are just the examples that we really need to pick from as sporting people, that we can do it if we are organized. Kamoror doing it after Berlin, I think it's
a half marathon.
The half marathon, correct?
Yes.
I think congratulations to the winners. Kenya for women 1-2 ni ile unasemanga sijui ni nani atashinda, lakini ni Mkenya atashinda. Yes.
Either way, it's going to be a Kenyan. And then also, I guess upon we can also talk about the fact that, like Shitera has mentioned, something that is very interesting in the athletics that we don't see, and I think we need to see in other sports, is the transition. For example, like you said, for you, the highlight was Eliud being there. You see sort of like somebody passing the baton, instilling mentorship, etc., which we don't see in other sports.
It's a good thing. You know, age is something that is there in sports. Even normal human beings, we wear a tear and all that. So athletics has been having that transition every time and again. And it's something that is working. Because if you want to put someone to be running entire lifetime, you know, it's going to be a slow pace as age catches you by. So I think it's something that is working, and something that needs to be emulated by the Harambee Stars, the football team, the rugby, because the rugby we see those people who played like 2008 to 2012. So it's something that we need to work on. On this bench, I've been talking about football, and Harambee Stars getting young players to come in and benching the likes of Mariga, you know, the likes of Wanyama. It's something that we should also look at into different sports. And for athletics, they're also looking at Olympics that is next year. So it's a good preparation for the athletics Kenya, and it's something that should be emulated across the sporting community. Yes.
Yes, your thoughts on the same?
Yeah, I think generally I summarized, because when I said that it's something that we really need to ape as a sporting industry, so that we have that transition that we are talking about. Look at what Kipchoge did. He showed Kamoror that I'm still in the marathons, but we are not competing. Yes. You see, we are here as Kenyans to lift our flag high. Look at the challenge between Jepkosgei and Keitany. It's a friendly fire, as politicians will put it. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So I think these are the spirits that we need to embrace, even as we prepare for the Olympics in Japan 2020. Yes. In athletics, in rugby, our Harambee Starlets have some 2 games away to Japan 2020.